Hello and welcome to another edition of Anyone Can Sell. This is the DISC personality approach to sales, and today we're talking about the S personality. S is for supportive. I want you to think of Mr. Rogers like the nicest person ever, right? So, if you're new to this channel, I'm Jennifer Maxwell, and I help multi passionate, inspired entrepreneurs turn their natural skills and talents into something you can sell. And if you're selling, you want to make sure that you understand how to maximize the sales conversation, even if you don't like sales. So let's talk about it, and let's get into it. So here we go. This is the DISC chart for human personalities. If you haven't heard of this before, it's something a little bit like Myers-Briggs, but way simpler. So really you want to think about, are you more outgoing or are you more reserved? And a blend, again, we're a blend of all four. So you could be all of these things, just you have some that you lean into more than another. So outgoing, reserved, people focus, or task focus. Let me tell you the difference. Task focused people wake up in the middle, wake up and they write to-do list just so they have something to check off on their big long to-do list. They go through the day, they're doing all the things, and people are sometimes an interruption to their task. Versus the people, which get up, they're excited to do all the things they're doing. They have lots of great conversations. They're chatting with the checkout girl. And when they get home and they go to bed at night, they're thinking about all the great interactions that they had. And they're thinking about the memes. And then they go to bed and they drift off having a great night's sleep, excited to get up the next day and have all those human interactions. So this is really just a basic output of how you might land. So if you're outgoing and task focused, you might be a D. If you're outgoing and people focused, you might be an I. If you're reserved and people focused, you might be an S. And if you're reserved and task focused, you might be a C. So today we're talking about the S personalities and how they can maximize their sales conversations. So for me, I am an ISC. I'm quite high in all. And then I have about 18% in the D. So I have very little of this. And so depending on whether it's environmental or I'm more relaxed, I may have more I or more S. And so when I'm in my S mode and I'm feeling very stressed, this is how I occur. I really struggled for a long time to try to have conversations with Ds. Now, Ds are drivers. I'm talking about Ds because Ds are the opposite. So you want to think about the opposite conversation. So typically it's Ds and S and Is and Cs. And those are kind of like opposite traits, right? So today we're talking about how S's can have conversation and close sales with D personalities. Ds are direct, dominant, doers, a little bit domineering, and a little bit, what's the word I'm looking for? A little bit demanding. So if you're an S personality, this can feel very uncomfortable because S's are all steady, stable, status quo. They want to rock the boat. They want to make sure everybody, gets a captain's chair in the van and everything's fair and even. And so they don't like conflict. These have no problem with conflict. Not that they're looking for conflict, but that they're not afraid to back down from a challenge. In fact, they love a challenge. So here's what I want you to know. If you're an S personality and you're getting challenged by someone, chances are it means they're interested. Only people that are interested, if a D is interested, he's going to challenge you, which means, tell me more about that. And if you don't know that, that can be very alarming and it makes you shrink back because S's are like turtles. There's a little bit of like, you can't rush a turtle. And S's are slower paced, not slow. They're very pace oriented. They're very systemized. These are not, they're fast. They move quickly. They're like, their energy is like that. So I want you to know anyone can sell. S's can sell. The trick to selling anyone is to understand their energy and to meet them where they're at. If you are reserved and people focused and you're dealing with somebody who's outgoing and a task focused person, you're going to need to bring your energy up a little bit. You're also going to have to answer questions more directly because these people don't want, maybe I'll let you know. Let me think about that. They want yes and no answers. Is this going to work for me? Yep. And when are we going to get it by? Friday. How much is it? And here's what I want you to know. These are trying to get things done. If you have proven that you can solve their problem quickly, they are happy to pay you whatever it costs just to get the problem handled. So I'm not suggesting you go and take advantage of people that are trying to get things done, but I want you to know you don't have to be concerned about saying the price straight up. That's often the concern for people. They would rather make friends then make funds. And if a D is convinced already, they're like, yeah, here's my credit card. Don't say, let me finish the rest of the presentation so you can decide. They've already decided. The D's decide quickly. So you just need to show up and simply just give them the answers they're looking for in a direct, clear, concise manner. And they'll tell you, they're like the too long didn't read people. They want the highlights. Is it going to solve their problem? How much is it? When can I get it? And when will it solve my problem? And that's when if you can answer all that and they like you and they trust you, you're going to win the business. So this is all you need to know. And I want you to know that I kind of live in this, again, in this realm. And for a long time, it took me to figure out, how do I face a D? And I literally had to be like, you put your big girl panties on and you just say, I said no to that. And here's what's going to happen. D's respect it. They respect you when you say the truth and you stand up and you can go head to head because they're not afraid of a challenge. In fact, it means they're interested. So don't be alarmed if they are direct and they're clear and they're moving quickly and they want the answer and they want to buy. You say, okay, great. Here's the contract. Press hard, make 3 copies, because these people want results. So you have to show up. They want results. And on the back of my little postcard here, you can even get one of these if you want to let me know. I'll send you one in the mail. But the great thing about this is on the back here, it tells you what the priorities are. So for a D personality, D's want results, opportunities, solutions, goals, plans, efficiency, wise use of time, ownership, and bottom line results. If you know that, give them those answers in their way and they will love you and they will buy from you. So that's your quick Take 10 with Jen. It's not even been 10 minutes yet, but if this has been helpful, go ahead and subscribe. Pop your questions below. I'm happy to answer anything for you. And I've even dropped in a free guide. It's called, what is it called? Words That Convert. Nail the sale in just 2 questions. So it's a freebie. Download it and get the cheat sheet that shows you the words that help and the words that hurt when it comes to your sales process for all the personalities. So look where you are and look at the person you're trying to sell to, and it will give you that cheat sheet guide of the words that help and the words that hurt when you're trying to close a sale. That's it for now. Make sure you hit subscribe. Pop your comments in the comments and questions in the box below, and I'll see you the next time. And make sure you watch the next video in the series of Anyone Can Sell. See you the next time. Bye for now.